Hello, and welcome to Season 2 of the Teaching Channel. Let's dive right in. This one starts as my poem. It's titled, Borrowed. I was taken in a dream as if stolen. No, let me rephrase that. It was as if borrowed. Something would be reformatting the landscape, show it as pre-shape within our structure. It will have been as the overlay of our consciousness, being drawn upon to become drawn into. That is the overlayer. That's why it becomes true when we wake. We are borrowed, not stolen. Most likely it was to ease our burden, not increase them. It would be as a signal to prepare for what's next. A still memory, perhaps, as it has been a clip. It is not stolen from an unfrozen frame. It can be borrowed to see how time becomes immortal. It can be borrowed just for a second, in a flash, just like that, just like our spirits. Insertion of clips within frames. That is how spirits can communicate. Beyond the borders, what we cannot adjust is our character. The mindset we can change, but our characteristics will hold steady. This is even when life is beyond us, based on what I've seen. You can never really know what someone is capable of until their character is tested. For them, because that is their true nature. But the character test will also have become a sequential habit. Adapting spirits form habits, but can never change characteristics. They have become nature's boundaries. So our borders exist within, even before we have learned about the boundaries that exist within the borders of life. A life zone, perhaps, is beyond how we could view it. It surpasses every time zone, no matter how far or the mode we could travel. And that is why we will have to be within our borders frames, taking them as clips of inserted conscience. It is a being's inverted awareness waiting to emerge. Submerge and emerge are the mergers that exist beyond the boundaries. That is how we become fused together with our life zone. The exchange is as a continuance, and I wrote about this in my blog on my website, www.isanjones.com. So a life zone of timeless matter, a recreation within our access space. To understand the zones, you'd have to understand the precepts for living. What is beyond it might be called an exchange. An exchange zone is a life zone. It's when all mergers as habits can become reformed. Reformed attitudes, reformed mindsets still doesn't change our characteristics, only our habits. We are restructuring our boundaries into forever shapes. They provide the still frames of the photo opportunities that we will have while restructuring life's formations. Exchanges are life-bound forces existing in overlayers into the various structures that hold life in check. Thank you for listening. Tune in next week for next week's lesson. Thank you.